Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. And yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Sunday, guys. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. Got a word for you. Tap in. Really quick word, guys. I'm pretty busy, but I want to drop this while it's pressing on my spirit. The narcissist time is up. The narcissist time is up. The narcissist time is up. Because you're in the season where God is pressing upon you more and more to head towards purpose, calling, vision, because he needs his soldiers more than anything right now. There's a supernatural grace, right? There's always a grace, but there's a supernatural grace that's upon individuals that is giving them a supernatural ease, if you will, to pull away from the narcissist where prior you're so locked into that web, you're so locked into that demonic spirit that you can't even see a way out. A narcissist have your mind so tangled, fighting against their lies, the heartbreak of when they're using things against you, let it be their own children or finances or starting rumors or they're using family members against you. They're starting drama and hiding their hand. And then when everything explodes, you can't find them anywhere and everybody's against each other. And the narcissist created that. But everybody's mind is trying to figure out, where did all this even start? So the point is, when your mind is constantly tangled around everything that the narcissists do, you can't even hear God. In fact, you're so involved with just trying to survive narcissist abuse that you're really in survivor mode. You're really in survivor mode, and you don't even know it when you're in it, right? Because you're just going with the wind, if you will. So you don't even know that you're in it. So even if God is tapping you and God is pressing upon you, hey, listen, I need you to do this, do that, you're so gone. You're so gone just trying to survive the day dealing with these fools. But because we're in the season now, and it's like Satan has a head start because the world is crazy. Satan has a head start. God is pressing upon his soldiers. He's pressing upon the individuals who are going to answer and move now. He's pressing upon people. So because he needs you so bad, there's a supernatural conviction, but there's also a supernatural grace. The conviction is to say, hey, move now. I got you. You may not know how, when, where, but just take a step. Take a step, and the supernatural grace is going to come upon you that's going to make it easier. You're going to be protected. Right? Where before your mind is boggled on, well, if I leave, this fool is going to try to hurt me, going to try to harm me. I'm going to lose my job because, they lie about everything and et cetera, et cetera. They're going to keep the children away from me. They're going to keep this away from me. So all that stuff is keeping you in bondage, along with just trying to fight for your own name, because they have everybody thinking that you're the problem, right? So all that stuff is just cluttered in your mind. And you are so far away from purpose and calling and where God needs you. There's a whole blessing on the other side. There are so many blessings that await you on the other side of that first step. But the narcissist knows when you're pulling away for good. See, they know that when you pull away, they know you're coming back, because remember, it's a spider web, right? It's like a tug of war. You go, they love bomb you, you come back, right? You go, they start a rumor or start some drama in the family, or drama within your friends, or drama within your job. So because you want to protect yourself, that's the first thing you do. You call them and you, cuss them out, whatever you got going on, and you're back right where they want you. You have to starve a narcissist. And it's the hardest thing, because who don't want to protect themselves? Who don't want to defend their name, their character? But that's not your job. Let God do that. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. When you take that step and that supernatural grace comes upon you, and there's an ease that God have you now moving towards purpose and calling. Now, listen, that's not to say that they're still not going to be doing and saying things. The point is the grace is going to be upon you where you don't feel that temptation to respond any longer. You're just going to trust God. You're going to trust God that God will handle it. You're going to trust God that if God says, listen, don't answer that phone, don't respond. In fact, block the number. In fact, cut every single person off who has attachment to this person that the narcissist used to contact you and to constantly torture you. Whatever God tells you to do, you have to do it. The grace is upon you to do it. You may just be trying to figure out, what's going to happen if I do? Don't worry about that. Just take the step. Whatever the instructions are. Because the time will come when God himself, not you, you're not fighting it yourself. God himself will expose the narcissist to every person that the narcissist lied on you about. Meaning, because the narcissists no longer have contact to you, you're starving them, right? Well, they have to get that energy. They have to get that toxic energy from somewhere. That's how they survive. They survive off toxic energy. They survive off of drama. They survive off of just darkness and demonic spirits. So because you have pulled away and you're starving them, somebody has to feed them. So now, because they don't have access to you, now they go and start drama with another family member. They go and start drama with, whoever. And the person now sees them for who they are. So now it's this wake-up call like, wow, now I see what such and such was talking about. Wow. So God will expose... Lord, pray for the people who they're the new, supply. Pray for those folks because these people don't have an idea of what they'll have to deal with, honey. Now that the narcissists have no supply from you, your heart will literally go out to the person that they're now getting their supply from. But that's not your problem. Just pray for them behind the scenes. So don't try to defend yourself. God is going to expose them bigger than you ever can. The light bulb is going to go off the minute you... See, the light bulb can't even go off now because you're too busy trying to defend yourself. And then the narcissist have you looking like the crazy one. You're the crazy one. You're calling everybody. People are like, what are you talking about? The narcissist got everybody's mind all mixed up. Everybody looking at you like you're the problem. Like people thinking you're crazy because you're trying to defend yourself against a demonic spirit who has mastered the game of manipulation, who mastered the game of reverse psychology. So the best thing you can do is don't say anything. And I know that's easier said than done. You're going to have to starve them. Starve them means not just saying anything. Starving means cutting off access to every single avenue that they have available to you. You're going to have people who's going to start calling you saying, well, why aren't you? Listen, I don't mean no harm, but please don't mention. Like when I say cut off, I'm talking about zero access. If your children go to the same school, listen, pull your children out. Any access that they have. I don't think people know how deep rooted this demonic spirit of narcissism run. Again, I personally do think the word is overused and people are just throwing that label around just because somebody's a liar or somebody's a manipulator or no, they're just a liar. They just have a character flaw. But I'm talking about a true narcissist, a demonic spirit that's trying to take your mind. You're in a fight for your life. And because God needs you now on these front lines because this world is going crazy, there's a grace. You're protected. You're protected. There's a grace to move. This is why also you're feeling that it's easier now to move. Not easy, if you will, but more easy than it was a year ago. Now you're getting your footing. You feel that stability coming back. You feel your independence from this person coming back, where before they controlled your life through manipulation tactics. You're getting strong again and you feel it. That's the grace. God is letting you know, boo, I got you. Just take the step. Just trust me. Just move. Just change the number. Move. Just take the kids and put them in a new school. Like, I get it, right? The kids love the school, but listen, you're no good to your children right now because your mind is gone, because the narcissist is using his children to tell your children things at school and it's coming back to you. Like, whatever direction I give you, I don't care. I don't care how much it hurts you. I don't care how much you think you're more comfortable here. I don't care. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to get you to destiny. I'm trying to get you to the people who's meant for you. I'm trying to get you blessings that has been held up because you're attached to these fools. I just need you to take the first step. The first step. Trust me through the tears. Trust me through the broken heart. Trust me to the times you have to crawl on the floor. Just trust me and take the step of the direction I give you. And when you come out on the other side, which will be a process, and maybe a quick process considering the amount of grace is going around right now, when you come out on the other side, you're going to be stronger than ever. When you come out on the other side, you're going to realize why the enemy, Satan, sent a narcissist to you. Probably all your life. Probably all your life. Started early. You're going to realize why the enemy sent a narcissist to all these people in the world. Why he sent this fool to you. Because he knew the size of your destiny. So you feel like, oh, I wasted all this time. Honey, listen. That's one of the worst things that we can do as people. We look back on bad relationships or bad marriages or bad friendships or bad this and bad that. And we're like, I've wasted all this time. You only wasted time if you didn't learn anything, right? I'm a person like this. I don't believe in wasting time. I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in that every single thing happens and each thing takes you up another notch on the belt. Because where you're going now you know what the signs to look for. Now you know how strong you are and you can walk away if that gets shifty. All the stuff that you go through is designed the higher God takes you. But to stay and still fight at that level, which you will never win. You will never, ever win, I say it all the time, a fleshly fight against a demonic spirit. Flesh can't beat a spirit. You got to fight that thing in the spiritual realm, which starts with connecting, which starts with you following the exact directions that God gave you. Let it be through fasting, through prayer, through whatever works for you, whatever directions he gives you. I don't care if the direction will snatch your edges and they never grow back. And you're so afraid. Listen, if he says do it, you got to do it. He'll give you your edges back in another kiss. He will give you your edges back in another season. But you got to move. If you got to crawl. But you got to move, sis. You got to move, bro. You got to move. You got to move. There's a supernatural grace. You got to move while that grace is on you. The best victory against a narcissist is your success. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.